All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 135-pound division, where Gervonta Davis gets a new mandatory challenger. At least that's what the rankings look like, and it is a fight that the father of the fighter says Gervonta Davis is going to duck. Let's talk about Floyd. Let's talk about Floyd Schofield Jr., Gervonta Davis taking place after the Lamont Roach fight. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about Gervonta Davis and what's coming up next for Gervonta Davis. Obviously, we have a fight coming up that is supposed to be on August 16th. However, it is now July 7th, and if they don't hurry up and announce that fight pretty soon, you're going to have to wonder whether or not that particular fight date is going to go by the wayside. So, deal is not completely done with Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach until, in my book, those guys sign that fight. Now, there has been an update in the rankings, though, as a new number one, or a guy remains at number one after having had a very challenging step-up fight, and that is Floyd Schofield Jr., who is now number one in the WBA rankings. But before I get into the details of what is going on and what his father has said, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much for everything that you do for the channel. It really means a lot, especially to the people that support in the super thanks of videos like this, which is a little $ down by the comment section where you leave comments. But let's get into this, man, because I'm really excited for Floyd Schofield Jr. He had a terrific outing in his last fight with Tevin Farmer. Terrific outing. I was really worried about Floyd Schofield going into that fight, because in his last attempted outing, he was supposed to fight Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson, that fight didn't go through because once Floyd Schofield got over to Saudi Arabia to fight on the rehab season, he had gotten sick, so didn't get to see him have that first big step up fight against Shakur Stevenson. And I was wondering to myself whether or not it was purposeful that he did it. Did he get cold feet? I'd seen Floyd Schofield fight a few times, and I thought he's a very, very good fighter, definitely a good fighter, but young developing fighter. So, I wasn't really quite sure what to make of the fact that he had missed that fight with Shakur. Now, of course, they were saying that, he had his temperature, or I don't know if his temperature went up or had serious low blood pressure, but it was something that sounded like it was a serious issue that pushed him off that fight. But still, in the back of my head, I just couldn't get out of my head that he jumped out of that fight. On the other side of it, though, also, it was Tevin Farmer. And Tevin Farmer, who had been missing in action for several years, had come back and had two fights with William Zepeda, in which many people thought Tevin Farmer won the first, and many people thought he won the second. But at the end of the day, he didn't get either one of those decisions. And so William Zepeda goes off to fight Shakur Stevenson for a championship. And then Tevin Farmer goes to fight Floyd Schofield Jr. Floyd Schofield Jr. knocks him out in one round, just obliterated Tevin Farmer, somebody that was considered to be one of the better defensive fighters, one of the better fighters as far as their defensive prowess in the sport. So to see that type of performance against Floyd Schofield, man, that really, really did excite me. So I start paying more attention to what Floyd Schofield's doing and what Floyd Schofield's saying. And I can't avoid Floyd Schofield Sr., who is the father of Floyd Schofield Jr., and in a lot of ways behaves similar to Devin Haney, Devin Haney's father, Bill Haney, in that he's very vocal. He always saying stuff that, people may or may not really believe that he's serious about, like when he says that Gervonta Davis will get knocked out by Floyd Schofield Jr. and then how Gervonta Davis will not fight Floyd Schofield. He will drop the belt and go somewhere else before he fights Floyd Schofield. I have to take issue with that. First of all, the idea that Floyd Schofield is going to knock out Gervonta Davis. I've never seen Gervonta Davis. I've maybe seen Gervonta Davis look like he got shook one time, and Floyd Schofield Jr. definitely has. He has nice crack, but he's not. But Gervonta Davis is not Tevin Farmer. But if he can get his hands on him, hey, man, you never know what can happen in boxing. And I'm sure Floyd Schofield Jr. is feeling a little bit more confident because of the way that Gervonta Davis's fight with Lamont Roach had played out. So after these guys fight, though, I would love to see a Floyd Schofield fight. I don't think that Gervonta Davis is going to duck Floyd Schofield Jr., drop his belt to go somewhere else to avoid Floyd Schofield Jr. I doubt it very much. And him being in the number one position, I think that's a very good thing. I think that they probably would make that fight. Now, Floyd Schofield is a Golden Boy fighter. And so was Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya also allowed Gervonta to fight Ryan Garcia before, even though, I think Oscar De La Hoya got cut out of the negotiations. But at the end of the day, the fight still happened. So you have the absolute possibility that the PBC and Top Rank, and Golden Boy can work together for that, for that particular fight. Oscar De La Hoya himself also said that they were in the works with partnering with PBC on fights going forward. So I think it's a really good matchup. I think it's a good matchup for Floyd Schofield Jr. I'm going to talk the match up because I think that it is something that it's two American fighters and be a good, entertaining fight. A lot of people, of course, are going to say that no, the fight's not going to be entertaining. It shouldn't, or the fight's not going to be a good fight. He shouldn't do it. Gervonta should go move up to 175 pounds and fight Beterbiev. Stuff like that people keep pouring out of their pie hole for some crazy reason. There's going to be a lot of people pushing against this fight taking place. Either saying Floyd Schofield has not done enough. I mean, I would say that he hadn't done enough, even though he is ranked number one by the WBA. I would say that he wouldn't have done enough if he had not knocked out Tevin Farmer. I think Tevin Farmer is a very, very big. That speaks volumes about the skill level and the ability of Floyd Schofield Jr. to get him out of there in a round. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Floyd Schofield run it back with Tevin Farmer, because just in case, Kevin Farmer got caught out there cold or something, I would hate to see his career go down like that. But, at the end of the day, Gervonta, Floyd Schofield Jr., I'll take the fight. And he's in position for the fight. It'll be a young fighter versus I can't think, Floyd Schofield somewhere around 23, 24 years old. You got Gervonta who's just turning 30. So you got the old guard and the new guard. I don't mind seeing it. And I'm like seeing these guys starting to come up, man, like Brian Norman Jr. Agreeing to fight Devin Haney. You have, my understanding is you got Jaron Ennis, looks like he could be fighting Virgil Ortiz up at 154 pounds. So, hey, man, I'm liking to see these young guys get out there and get the chances against some of these older fighters. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.